So, Bruce, what would you say has been the most dramatic change in the industry in the past 5 years?
Well, I think the most dramatic change in the industry has been this contrary trend where basically we have so much more data that's coming, whether it's on the television side in terms of the long tail that we've been talking about, or whether it's on the internet digital world side or online mobile side, where there's all this information that you need to manage. And yet, for those people that are hired to do that for clients or even at clients, that's shrinking. The research department at agencies and the research department in a lot of places are shrinking. What needs to fill that gap, quite frankly, are systems. And that's one thing that RenTrack is fantastic at, is having really high-powered analytic systems. And that's what you need in this world of huge amounts of data. You need someone to organize it, to rationalize it, to normalize it for you, so that you can get answers to your clients. And that's that's one of the exciting things about RenTrack. And there are other companies out there. I don't want to just toot my own horn, but it's if you don't have the systems to manage this massive amount of data, you are lost.
It's very important to have systems that are easy to use,
Right.
easily accessible, that can give data. Um, One of the other things you need is a really good researcher to make sense of the data. Where do you think the role of research is headed in the industry?
Well, I think, quite frankly, it's been lately on the downswing, because as the advertising industry has experienced some tough times, it's been cut back because it hasn't been seen as value added. I think that there will be a realization that you need somebody to run these systems, to check these systems, and bring some life and create a story with the data that's coming out, to create knowledge out of the data, to create knowledge out of the information. And that's really what a good research person should do. So I think that research will come back, and good research will come back, because it will be people who are able to tell good stories with the data, because that's what it's all about. It's a science in the sense we deal with a lot of numbers, but it's also about telling stories. We're trying to convince people, if we're advertisers, to buy our products. We're trying to tell stories about brands. We're trying to tell stories about services. And researchers need to be people that can help tell that story. And I think the good storytellers will be back.
Well said. So, Bruce, can you give me 3 predictions for the next 5 years?
Yes, I think the 3 predictions are that set-top box data will become one of the currencies that are used to buy television on a national and local basis. And that currency will be of several forms. It will be the long tail, both in terms of networks that are not able to be captured by a panel, and in terms of local markets where you need trendability and stable data, as well as a currency for product usage, and clients' own databases of who their users are or the potential users are. And my 3rd prediction is that RenTrack will be the master of that world.
Well, Bruce, thank you so much. This has been a fascinating interview.
Okay, great. I really enjoyed it, Charlene.